I've had some bad jobs in my day. My first job out of college, we didn't have very good healthcare benefits. The only healthcare that we were offered was through Kaiser Permanente. Not ideal, yeah. Some people acknowledge that. If you don't know, Kaiser Permanente is a health insurance company, but they also own the hospital and they employ all the doctors. And if that sounds like a conflict of interest, that's because it is. It's not good. They're for profit. They only hire the cheapest doctors. And when you sign up for it, they let you pick your doctor online. There's not one good one. I looked through all of them. There's not a good one. When I had it, I ultimately, I looked through everybody. I went with this woman who graduated from NYU, pretty good school. Also went with her because she was Asian. Let's not judge. It wasn't because she was Asian. It's because all the other doctors were like white dudes from Nebraska. You know, that's, like, I don't want a doctor who believes in God. Does that make sense? You guys are starting to follow, you get it? Even if you're Catholic, you don't want a God-fearing man as your... You don't want to go into surgery and see the surgeon like... Lord, grant me the strength. You go to your doctor, he's like, it's either chlamydia or the devil. Okay. You leave with a prescription for an exorcism. He's like, thankfully it's not herpes, that is much more permanente. But I did, I had a female doctor for the first time, and I went in for my physical with her, and ladies, you may not know this, big part of the men's physical is the doctor, they like feel your balls, they grab your nuts. Usually with a glove, not always, depends on the doctor, but I went in for the physical with her, and we got to that part of the physical, and she made it really awkward. It wasn't cool at all. We got to that part, and she was like, we are going to do the testicle exam next. Do you want me to bring in a male doctor for the testicle exam? I'm like, why would I want you to do that? I think you're the right person for the job. I think you're gonna do just fine. She doubled down. She made it weirder. She made it way worse. She's like, you know, most guys choose male doctors. Kind of inferring that I chose her specifically for the testicle exam, which for the record, I did not. I'm like, do you not want to do the testicle exam? She's like, I don't want to, but I'm not opposed to it. Which is consent, so. Got the consent, it was good. It was a quick testicle exam. She finished, I finished, we both finished. We both finished the testicle exam. Shared a cigarette in the lobby afterwards. It's a good time. It's a good time. Funny thing about the testicle exam, though, is that you don't only get that as a man. They give that to you as a boy. Like when you're a child, you get the testicle exam from doctors. I don't think we give pediatricians a hard enough time about that, right? That's a pretty core part of their job is feeling boys' balls. Every other profession of medicine, we judge them for the medicine they chose. Like if you ever meet a male gynecologist, 10 out of 10 times you're gonna be like, oh, you must love pussy. Like that's always what you do. And then there's pediatricians, and we're like, nothing to look into here. Nothing at all. I guess they just love kids. Hopefully not too much. I think about this more than you guys do. That's obvious. And there's a reason for that. That was a weird time to take a sip of water. You guys are just imagining the worst. Like, did you get molested by a pediatrician? I did not. But my pediatrician throughout my whole childhood, he was like a really like jolly guy. He was always really happy to be there. And I wish he turned that off for the testicle exam. It's kind of weird when you're in a room alone with a grown man. He's like, all right, let's see those testicles. Yoink. Like that's not... He didn't wear gloves. He was raw dogging it. He was one of those doctors. He wanted to feel them. There was one time, it was pretty weird. I was like 9 years old. I had like trouble taking my pants off. He undid the zipper for me. Yeah, with his teeth. It was fucked up. It was a weird testicle exam. I wasn't even there for a physical. I was there for strep throat. He's like, we can't be too sure. Cough, it is strep throat. Look at that. It is strep throat.
Tiny pony.